On this episode of China Uncensored, a foreigner's confession in China. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. You know, it seems like everyone's giving a confession on Chinese state-run CCTV these days. Like 70-year-old journalist Gao Yu, who confessed in 2014 to illegally giving internal Communist Party documents to an overseas website. Or Dong Rubing, who admitted to falsely claiming in 2009 that his fellow prison inmate had been brutally killed by guards, rather than, as the guards reported, died accidentally while playing a game of hide-and-seek. Or just last week, a bookseller in Hong Kong who's also a Swedish citizen, who was arrested by Chinese authorities, who apologized for a crime that has surprisingly little to do with his real crime of selling politically sensitive books. So I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon, because this week there was yet another state-run confession.
We have been made aware, or become aware, that...
This is Swedish citizen Peter Dahlin. He disappeared while on the way to the Beijing International Airport on January 3rd while attempting to travel to Thailand. And he reappeared here on state-run CCTV, apologizing for, among other crimes, hurting the feelings of the Chinese people.
I have hurt the feelings of the Chinese people. I apologize sincerely for this, and I'm very sorry that this ever happened.
Actually, it's more accurate to say that he endangered state security. Well, it's actually more accurate to say he trained human rights lawyers in China. But you say potato, I say potato. Shelley, you know the prompter doesn't give me intonations. Anyway, Mr. Dahlin has been living in China since 2007. In 2009, he co-founded the Chinese Urgent Action Working Group, an organization that trains activists and lawyers to, according to the group, promote the development of the rule of law and counter abuses of basic human rights. And by that, I assume they mean they got involved in hot topic issues and sensitive cases and intentionally escalated conflicts and disputes that were originally not severe, and instigated the people to confront the government and produce mass incidents. At least that's what Xinhua said. Don't worry about the group anymore, though, because police have smashed it? In his confession, Mr. Dahlin also admits to writing reports without real or full facts, spreading rumors. You know how the Communist Party hates rumors, and anything the Communist Party doesn't like is a rumor. Wow, I guess I really am guilty of spreading rumors on the show. Anyway, at first the Chinese Foreign Ministry denied any knowledge of Mr. Dahlin's detention, but later they said he was involved in activities that endangered state security. What proof did they offer? Well, who needs proof when he's already confessed? Man, Chinese laws work so much better than America's. I mean, why even bother with courts when people just confess on their own? Now, Mr. Dahlin also suffers from Addison's disease, a rare hormonal disorder that requires daily medication. If he doesn't take it, he'll die. I wonder how Chinese authorities convinced him to confess. Anyway, with now the second Swedish citizen in a week giving a confession on CCTV, the Swedish government's response has been somewhat muted. Here's what the Swedish ambassador had to say. And that's actually more than the real Swedish ambassador said about Mr. Dahlin in public. So what do you think about the confession? Leave your comments below, then turn yourself into authorities and confess to spreading rumors online. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.
国外的反华势力从来没有停止过对中国政府和人民的各种污蔑和攻击，其中少数敌视中国的西方媒体更是推波助澜。1月22日，一位西方著名电视主持人在镜头前对他的反华行为向中国人民道歉。
I would like to apologize for spreading rumors and undermining China.
在纽约制作的《中国解密》节目，专门收集传播大量有关中国的虚假信息，意图制造各种事端，干扰中国和谐社会的发展，从而达到不可告人的政治目的。
I understand now that I have endangered the security of the Chinese government, and I've hurt the feelings of the Chinese people. I apologize sincerely for this, and I regret this ever happened. China, What else can you say about it other than,
And I love China because they buy my apartments, they spend me, fortunes in Manhattan, they give me millions and millions of dollars for these apartments, and they're great.
last week, China's stock markets tumbled.